Happy New Year! It is January 2nd. Second? I think. Pretty sure it's January 2nd. I never know what day it is at this point. It's my first video of the year. I can't believe it's 2019 already. But I said that I would be posting another video in the new year, and here I am. So I've kind of got a lot to go over for this video. I'm going to talk about, this will be like my weeks 14 and 15 update, our holiday travel, which was amazing, and then things that I'm doing moving forward, yada yada. So let's jump right in. So for weeks 14 and 15, pretty much, I mean, honestly, nothing has really changed. I'm still feeling really, really good. I still get the round ligament pain, and my back has been sore. So something that I've been doing pretty much every evening is making sure that I sit on the floor for a while and just do some really good like yoga type stretching to help loosen up those muscles and all of that. The other symptom that I've been having has been what is commonly known as pregnancy rhinitis, which is just like a stuffy, runny nose all the time. It was much, much worse when we were up in Illinois for Christmas, and I think it's because the air is so dry up there, but I'll get into that in a second. So yeah, just other than that, and just kind of feeling mostly it feels like allergies, but it doesn't really require me to take anything. It's not that much of a nuisance, but honestly, other than that, it's been pretty knock on wood, been pretty smooth sailing. Okay. I have my little list on my lap if you wonder why I keep looking down. Oh, also, do you like my New Year's hair? This is my Florida winter hair. This is what my hair does when I straighten it. Okay. This is straightened. And no, it's not curled. I don't like, I basically blow it dry, and then this is what it does. It's probably the humidity, but also my hair wants to curl. That's what it wants to do. So I thought I would wear it down for this video. Don't get used to this face though. Okay, so the holiday travel. We drove back to Illinois this year, and it was such a wonderful time. For anyone that doesn't know, we live in Florida, Ocala, Florida, to be exact. If you're wondering what's in Ocala, lots of old people. It's kind of like a retirement hub, whatever. So we decided to drive back as opposed to fly this year, for lots of reasons, mainly because it ends up being cheaper in the long run when you factor in like having to pay to park the car at the airport and the airfare, renting a car, hotel, and all of that stuff. So we decided to fly back and stay at an Airbnb. No. We drove back and decided to stay at an Airbnb in our hometown of Peoria, Illinois. And it was wonderful. The drive up was seriously, I mean, we did not hit a drop of traffic the entire drive up. Like not Atlanta, not Nashville. We stopped halfway, I guess it's a little more than halfway, and stayed the night in Nashville. Just, you know, we've never been to Nashville, not that we were going to like go out and do any sightseeing, because by the time we got there, we were just like, I didn't want to do anything. It was actually really funny when we checked into the hotel. The receptionist asked us if we had ever been there. We were like, no. She's like, oh, you guys have to go to Broadway and experience the nightlife. And I'm thinking, lady, I'm going to be asleep at like 7 o'clock. I'm not going out. And we didn't. We ate food at the hotel, and I actually think I was like tucked in bed by like 6. Whatever, it's fine. So then the next day we ended up getting into town Thursday the 20th, like I said, we stayed at a little Airbnb. And I would honestly say within about an hour of being back in Illinois, I think both of our lips had split open from the dry air. Like, definitely forgot what that was like. Because, you know, Florida, there's always some amount of humidity in the air. It's probably why my hair looks like this. But back in, oh man, the air was so dry. So, like, my normal stuffy runny nose pregnancy rhinitis was only compounded by that dry ass air. It was so bad. Constant runny nose, constantly sneezing. Chris and I were both kind of miserable, and you know, like, our lip we had to like go out and buy like a good like lip balm, because man, it was rough. But we had an absolutely wonderful visit back home. We got to see so many people that we wanted to see and spend a lot of good quality time with our family and friends. It was truly the perfect trip back. So little baby Feeney got lots of gifts while we were back in Illinois. So I guess I'll show you all of the new baby things we got, which are pretty excited. First one, the most adorable little baby hat, stocking hat that was knitted by my niece Olivia. I could just cry looking at this. If you're hearing a lot of strange noises, this is as an aside, it's because as I started filming this, they started pressure washing the building, so that's cool. Anyway, adorable stocking cap that my niece Olivia knitted for us. It's beautiful. And then it's a little taggy blanket, because I guess babies like tags. I like to rub tags, so why wouldn't a baby? And then literally they're going to be pressure washing my window in about 30 seconds. What the heck? Okay. I gotta focus here, because this video is going to be super long. And then a bunch of really adorable burp cloths by my sissy. She gave them to us. This one has kitties on it, the closest we will ever get to having a cat because Chris is so allergic. And then Nintendo controller, burp cloth, and then a pastry, delicious, burp cloth, and Star Trek. Thanks again, sissy. Oh, also, cousin Katie gave us that. And then our dear friends James and Brittany gave us this adorable onesie. Tiny miracle. Tiny miracle indeed. And this very tropical onesie by cousin Katie and cousin Matt and Eden and Luca. Can't forget Luca. So that's pretty adorable. And then teething bandanas that have little like nubby things for the baby to chew on when they're teething. Also from cousin Katie and Matt and Eden and Luca. And then books. So this is the friendly little snowman that you put your finger through, and of course babies love it. And Goodnight Moon. And Wherever You Are, My Love Will Find You. I'm just gonna tell you that I haven't read any of these books yet, but this one, just the title makes me like tearful, so it's gonna be a hot mess, I think, when I read that one for the first time. And then one of my favorites, Quantum Physics for Babies. Thanks again, James and Brittany. So I think that's it. Oh, and then I also, cousin Katie gave me some delicious body scrub. I think that's it If I forgot anything, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all of the people that gave us wonderful things. So, first gifts for little baby, pretty exciting. Gifts, books. My sister loaned me a couple of books. Oh, pardon my reach. It's a little bit further away than I thought it was going to be. First one is Spiritual Midwifery by Ina May Gaskin, who, if you don't know, is a midwife pioneer here in the United States. And then she also gave me Ina May's Guide to Childbirth, this is what I am currently reading right now. And I'm really enjoying it so far. The first half of the book is essentially about birth stories, just positive birth stories, because I think that and it's probably like this everywhere, but I feel like everyone has heard every horrible, terrifying thing that can happen during birth. And I don't think enough people tell the really, really wonderful stories that happen. And I've seen it so many times, time and time again, like a woman will start to share her positive birth experience, and whomever she's sharing it with, there's at least 2 or 3 people, well, my birth, and then that totally takes over the conversation. And while that is, all birth stories are important, period. I think that when we really, really become hyper-focused on all of the bad things that can happen, we forget about how truly transformational and amazing birth can be. So reading Ina May's Guide to Childbirth has been really, really good for that, because like I said, the first whole half of the book are just kind of like powerful, uplifting birth stories. I honestly can't wait to give birth. I've always felt this way. I've never been afraid of giving birth. And I know that sounds crazy, because I don't think that is like the norm, especially the fact that, I have been an OB nurse for so long, and I know and have seen pretty much every worst case scenario, and I know just how bad it can be, but I also know how good it can be. And it's honestly just a choice on my part to focus on the good. And I really, really believe that I'll have a good experience. I know there's going to be people that think, that I'm just setting myself up for being disappointed. And I don't think that is the case, because while, I want to have a natural, unmedicated, kind of like unfussed with delivery, I also know that sometimes things do happen that can necessitate other things, and I honestly feel okay with that too. So I know that like however it goes, I'll be okay. But I'm super super excited to give birth. It's the stuff that comes after that makes me nervous. Not like the newborn phase, because like I said, OB nurse, I got newborns all day long. Like, I know newborns. It's like when they get older, like, what do you do with a 4-month-old? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But so I am not working currently. So pretty much like I am singularly focused on getting all of my body, my mind, my heart ready to give birth. So reading the book is one of the things that I'm doing. I'm also still listening to my hypnobirthing audiobook, which I've got about 2 hours left to the audiobook. I also am having Chris listen to the audiobook because he needs to know what's up. I am probably in the next few weeks going to start researching doulas in the area. It was kind of something that I went back and forth with. I love doulas. I fully like support them and believe that they do amazing work. For some reason, I just wasn't sure if I personally needed one, which, I mean, just saying that out loud sounds really silly to me at this point, especially because, again, I know I've talked about this, it's just going to be Chris and I, more than likely, for the birth, so probably having another, like, person there to support both of us is going to be a good idea. What else am I doing? So I'm hypnobirthing. Oh, my stretching. I wouldn't call it exercise because that's not exactly what I'm doing, although I do have plans to start walking. Happy New Year resolution, which I know is so cliche, but whatever. Yeah, lots and lots and lots of stretching. Just, again, to kind of get everything opened up and ready to go. So, yeah, that is kind of like... I'm looking at it as like my job for right now, kind of anticipating for delivery. So I think that's about it. I am exactly 16 weeks pregnant today. I am feeling baby moving around a little bit, so that's exciting. I also can finally find the heart rate on my fetal Doppler that I bought. I started trying to find it at like 9 weeks, which, I mean, I pretty much knew that I wasn't going to be able to, but I was like hopeful. And when I couldn't find it, then of course it was stressing me out, but now I can officially find it pretty easily. It's not something that I'm doing every single day. It's kind of just like if a worry kind of like comes over me and I can't stop thinking about it, then I'll, pull out the Doppler. It's also been fun to try to like find it so that Chris can hear it. He heard it for the first time the other night. So I'll insert a little video of that now so you guys can hear it. So yeah, everything is good. Duh. So the day after Christmas, we got our Freestyle DNA results back, which is the screening for all of the different like genetic disorders, trisomies, whatnot, and everything is perfect. They know the sex of the baby. We don't know the sex of the baby though, so I'm really glad that they didn't accidentally tell me on the phone, even though I told them we don't want to know the sex. Because we are waiting for a delivery surprise. Super exciting. So yeah, I hope everyone had a really, really good holiday, and that everyone is feeling invigorated for the new year. I kind of hate the term new year, new me, because I don't know, it's just like a raging cliche, and like, you're always gonna be you. But I hope that people feel encouraged and motivated if there's something that you've really been wanting to do, to get out there and do it. Okay, this is almost 20 minutes long, so I'm gonna peace out. I will post another video probably in the next couple of weeks or so. I've got an OB appointment next Thursday, and then our anatomy scan is not until Valentine's Day. So I'll keep y'all updated with the goings on. I hope everyone's well. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.